Hello, my name is Tricia. I'm an HR consultant, career and personal development coach, and author, and the CEO of SEDAT Consult Limited, an HR consulting firm based in Accra, Ghana. Welcome to my channel, Career Clinic with Tricia. On this channel, I share with you all that you need to get your dream job, grow and advance in your career. I give you the knowledge, skills, tips and tools that will help position you well to get that dream job and advance in your career. So, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to get notified of my next video. In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 things you can do to get your dream job. So stay with me to the end so that you get the full benefit of this video. 3 things you can do to get your dream job. First, demonstrate that you can do the job. In other words, demonstrate that you have the skills, you have the abilities, you have the potential, you have the experience to do the job. And how can you do this? You can do this by studying the requirements of the job you are applying for. Most job adverts come with the skills, the abilities, the knowledge, the experience required for the job. And so before you send your CV, take note of these skills, match them with the skills and abilities that you have, and take note of those that you have and can demonstrate during interview that you have them and put them on your CV. Once you have done that, ask yourself how you have demonstrated these skills in the past, maybe in your previous job, or if you're a fresh graduate, how you have demonstrated this at school, at church, in your community, or where you find yourself. The second thing you can do to get your dream job is to demonstrate to the employer or the recruiter that they can work with you, that you can fit into their culture. And you can do this by doing a thorough research about the organization. Find out what their philosophy is, find out what their values, their beliefs, their norms are, find out what the organization values the most and expect their employees to demonstrate. Some of this information you can get on their website, but for some, you may have to pay a visit to the organization during working hours to observe their employees, see how they dress, how they go about their normal duties. You can also use an insider information where if you know somebody working in the organization, you can have a conversation with them to find out more about the organization, more about their culture, more about what they value, more about what they expect from their employees. So demonstrate that you fit into the culture. And also do an assessment of your own personal values and see how your personal values match with the values of the organization. So you can demonstrate that you have these values during interview. Now, the third thing you can do to get your dream job is to demonstrate that you are motivated enough for the job, that you are interested in the job and in the organization. Employers really want candidates who are interested in the job and the organization. And to be able to demonstrate that, you need to show by the way you respond to your questions that you are interested. And I'm going to share with you 5 things you can do to demonstrate that you are interested in the job. So stay with me. Now, the first thing you can do to demonstrate that you are interested in the job is to follow up when you send your application or you send your CV. Follow up and ask questions about the organization, ask questions about the role. What I've often used to determine whether a candidate is interested in the role or not is how they respond when we call them for interview. For those who are genuinely interested, they will listen attentively and ask questions for emphasis and for clarification. But for those who are not genuinely interested, they will neither listen or ask questions. But later, they will come back to you and ask for basic information like the day and time for the interview, which you've already communicated to them. That gives me the impression that this candidate is not really interested in the role. So to show that you are interested in the role, follow up and ask questions. The second thing you can do to show that you are interested in the role is to answer your calls promptly. Because the employer may be calling you for interview or even to seek clarification on something on your CV. So if you don't answer the call promptly, they may put your CV aside or even not call you subsequently for the interview. There have been instances where I've called candidates once, they've not responded, and I have not called them again. So please answer your calls promptly. And don't only answer calls that you know. Answer every call if you want to get your dream job, because that may be an employer or recruiter calling you for interview. Now, the third thing you can do to demonstrate that you are interested in the job is to ask questions during the interview. Ask meaningful questions. Please, when you are asked if you have any question during interview, don't say, "I do not have question," because most employers take that to mean that you are not so interested in the job or in the organization. So ask meaningful questions. For example, if you realize that the competitor has rolled out a new product on the market, find out if the organization has plans to introduce this same product into the market. By all means, ask questions to show your interest. And also, if you want to show that you are interested in the job, let it show in how you answer your questions. Without sounding desperate or coming across as arrogant, show that you are interested in the job when you are answering questions regarding how you fit into the culture, how you fit into the role, how you can do the job and all that. Answer it with excitement in your voice, but don't sound desperate and don't come across as arrogant or a showman, because there have been instances where we have disqualified candidates who came across as arrogant or showmen. So be mindful of that. The last thing you want to do to show that you are interested in the job or in the role is to follow up after the interview. A well thought out, heartfelt thank you note gives an indication that you are interested in the job. And it also gives you a further opportunity to demonstrate your excitement about the job and about the organization. So do a follow-up, send a thank you note after the interview as an indication that you are interested in the job. So these are the 3 things you can do to get your dream job. First, demonstrate that you can do the job. Second, demonstrate that the organization can work with you. And third, demonstrate that you are interested in the job. I'm confident that these suggestions and tips will help you get that dream job. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe now and hit the notification button so you get notified of my next video. If there's any question you want me to answer or anything you want to know more about, please leave it in the comment section and I'll work on it. Thank you so much for watching. In my next video, I will share with you how you can prepare for interview and how you can prepare your CV to get that job. So, until I see you next time, keep preparing for your dream job and your career advancement. Bye.